In a village, two pundits were standing by the side of a river. They had simply wasted their whole life in scholarly pursuits. Hence, they had neither fields, nor a cow, nor a buffalo. Hello and welcome to my channel English with Anita. I hope you people are doing great and learning English language great way. कभी कभी क्या होता है कि हम अपने विचारों को लेकर झगड़ा करने लगते हैं. चीज़ें रियल में नहीं होती हैं, बट वो हमारे विचार होते हैं और हम उसको लेकर झगड़ा करने लगते हैं. राइट? वी स्टार्ट फाइटिंग विथ आवर फ्रेंड्स, विथ आवर colleague, with our parents, just for the sake of one thought or some thoughts. And it is thought, it's not real thing. So based on such thing, in this book writer has written one story and I am going to read this story. Actually it's been 2-3 days I read and finished this book and I found this story, this interesting story. So I thought I should share with my friends and I decided to read in front of you all. But I'm taking a challenge. It is quite challenging to read a book in front of camera because what happens, sometimes we make mistake, right? So I'm allowing myself to make mistakes also. It's okay. So let's begin. I'm going to read this story and please pay attention or else you will miss some sentences. Then it will be hard for you to understand the essence of the story or the moral of the story. Okay. So the story begins here. In a village, two pundits were standing by the side of a river. They had simply wasted their whole life in scholarly pursuits. Hence, they had neither fields, nor a cow, nor a buffalo. But both of them used to think of buying a field. What they were thinking? They were thinking to buy a field. So, they were contemplating on each buying a piece of land on the other side of the river. The first Pandit said, "It is right that we buy separate pieces of land." What he said? It is right that we buy separate pieces of land. But keep one thing in mind, no animal of yours should ever enter my field. It is very interesting story. Please pay attention. The second Pandit said, "My dear friend, you just cannot trust animals. They may enter your field." What second Pandit said? He said that, "My dear friend, you just cannot trust animals. They may enter your field. How can I follow the animals around all the time to see where they are going?" The first man said, "This is an impossible situation. It will simply ruin our friendship. I will not tolerate your animals entering my field." What he said? "I will not tolerate your animals entering my field." The second man said, "So what will you do?" The first one said, "I will kill the animals there and then." What he said? "I will kill the animals there and then." The second man said, "Okay, where is your field?" The first man drew a square on the ground with a stick and said, "This is my field." The first man, what he did? He drew the square on the field or on the land and said that this is my field. The second man drew a circle next to it and said, this is my field. The second Pandit, what he did, he also drew one circle and said that this is my field. He drew two lines with the sticks and said, here are my buffaloes. He had put his buffaloes in the first man's field. My buffaloes have entered your field. What he said. The second one also, he drew the circle and said that here is my field, and he drew some lines in the first man field and said that my buffaloes, they have entered in your field. Do whatever you can do. The first man made a cross through those lines, indicating that he had killed the buffaloes. The buffaloes were just line drawn on the ground, but they got into a fight. See what happened? All were imaginary. Fields were imaginary, buffaloes were also imaginary, right? Because they were simply what they were doing, they were just drawing. And for that, what they started doing? They started fighting that how dare you to kill my buffalo, you know. So what happened next? The matter went to court, where they filed a case against each other. The second man said, he forced his buffaloes into my field, and it is because of those buffaloes that we got into a fight, into beating each other. What the magistrate asked, where are the fields located and where are the buffaloes? They both said, forget it. We have yet to buy the fields and there are no buffaloes. See what happened in this story? All things were imaginary. Like they drew the line, they didn't have field. They were planning to buy field. They drew the lines indicating that this is my field, this is your field, and second Pandit, what he did, he also drew that, see my buffalo, they have entered in your field, do whatever you can do. For the imaginary things, they got into fight, and that matter went into the court. See how many things happened. Many things, right? So in real life also, we do the same. We start fighting each other. We are ready to kill each other. We can do anything for one simple thing, that is our thought, or maybe some imaginary things. There are many things people they have told, and that too was also their thought. And we think that they are our role model. They told this thing, that is why it is true. And for that we start fighting with many people. So we should not do. And if you want to read and understand this story and so many things, then you can read this book, The Independent Mind. There are many things that I am not able to share. This book is full of knowledge and wisdom. So if you really want to read, then go and buy and read. Okay. So how is my story? Actually, this is not my story. I read this from this book, right? So I can't say that this is my story. No, it's not my story. So how is the story? It would be right if I ask this way. I guess you may have learned something. If it is, then like, share, subscribe. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day.